Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a video to go over one of the boxes I got and just kind of recap what I found. I found quite a bit actually. So if you recall, it was this big box here, and these are just all basically the commons that, as far as I'm aware, I could find. There was a lot of 70s and 1980 baseball, so that was pretty cool. It was packed. There was definitely, like I suspected, a lot of corner wear and creasing because the person just, threw them in. But there were still some cards in there that were in decent enough shape. And even the ones that weren't, I still kept some, unless they were really, really bad, and I just threw them out. But for the most part, like most of the newer ones, they're okay. The older ones, they're softer corners. But actually, what I did was what really took me the longest was to I'll put you guys down first now. I no longer have my camera stand, so this makes things hard. I put all the cards in penny sleeves. And it took a long time, guys. These penny sleeves, some of the really nicer stuff, or at least what I think is nice stuff, I put into top loaders. So I'll show you. We'll do a rundown. Why not? People like to see videos that go through stuff, right? Let's see here. See if we can set you down in a nice spot where you can still see everything. Maybe? Can't tell. Or actually, we'll raise you up. I know this isn't very professional camera work. I apologize. Okay. Try that. So, I was actually surprised to find a couple autographs. Got a Josh Dobbs, numbered to 25, autographed rookie card from Rookies and Stars. I don't even know if he's still in the league anymore, but he's an okay backup. Had a chance there with the Cardinals and Vikings. But hey, don't have his autograph. Put it in the collection, or we can keep it in here. I don't know. Eventually, there was not enough room in this tub to store everything, so eventually these will be moved into a box. But I was just trying to sort best I could. And there's this one. It almost looks like Paul, maybe, and maybe an L or an R from the Denver Zephyrs potentially. I was looking at the checklist to see if I could figure out who it is. I didn't see a Paul. There's a Ruben. I don't know. So I don't know if anybody recognizes that signature. Let me get my shadow out of the way. There's the checklist if you want to look again. But I was like, okay, well, we got an autograph of somebody. So that was a surprise. There was also this unopened set of Donruss rookies. I put still sealed, just got the plastic on it. And then I put the Carl Yastrzemski in a penny sleeve just to keep it from falling apart. I don't know if I'll keep that sealed. I don't think there's really particularly anything in there that's of value, but I guess it's kind of cool. And then let's see here. Got all the cards. Okay, so this isn't even the vintage cards, guys. That might be a separate video on itself. So I did kind of like if you remember, if you follow my channel from the past, I had a whole binder collection of stars and Hall of Famers. I don't have room for binders anymore, but I can keep a few cards, maybe here or there. And I figured I could probably put in a box or two. So what I did was I sorted all the players I would normally put in my binders, the players I like, and put them in the penny sleeves. These are going to be all, as far as I'm aware, base cards. I tried to separate the inserts and parallel cards, but just put them all in penny sleeves. And you got all kinds of people. Basketball is a little tough. I still have a stack of basketball, hockey, football cards. Some players I need to look up to see if they're worthwhile saving the rookies, because I don't know anything about them, or if they're like a Hall of Famer or like in hockey and stuff. So there's still more potentially more NHL stuff and basketball. But for the most part, I try to do my best and trying to go off of memory. And I was looking like in the backup card, looking at stats. Basketball's kind of tough, but there's a lot of the defense these days is not really there. So players are just scoring like crazy. So it's hard to determine who really is, like, I guess, really elite. So I was like, well, I have a threshold, I guess. So that's what I did. And then I still also have a section I need to work on for players who haven't established themselves yet. And I also messed up and did not put some like Dwayne Wade cards that should be in the Hall of Fame. He was voted in, so still needed to do that. There's a lot of these newer Don Russ cards. Never seen those before, so that was kind of cool. Let's get these out of the way so we can take a look at the other stuff. These are ultimately just rookies that I don't even know if they're in the league, but I figured it hasn't been long enough. Maybe they'll do something. Never know. Maybe they're not even drafted yet because it's Sage. I only put these in the card savers because they were too big to fit in the penny sleeves. So as you can see, got a huge section of MLB stars. And these are from like 84 to the current day. Got a very small section here of MLB Hall of Famers. They're just going to be all base cards. I don't know about short prints. I guess that's possible. It could be some short prints. That card's all sticky for some reason. NFL stars, NFL Hall of Famers, NHL stars, NHL Hall of Fame. Then a little bit overflow of NBA stars going to there. NBA Hall of Famers. There's quite a bit in it. Okay. We'll take a look at the inserts that I found. We'll just let this be a fairly long video. Why not? So I'll pull these cards out. Okay. I'm not going to name every card, but I'm just going to let you look at them. Thought they were cool. They could be commons, they could be good players. It didn't matter, I was just looking for cards that I figured would be inserts, which you wouldn't normally find. I guess these are technically their own set, but I thought they were cool. I saved them. I used to have a pretty cool 90s basketball insert collection. It's pretty fun. Many years ago. But not anymore. Found them in a box for like 20 bucks or something at an antique mall. It's all these NBA Hoops Future. Faces of the Future. Pass the Rock. There's Jalen Brunson again. Bomb Squad. Just that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure these are inserts. I don't think they're like the beginning of the Don Russ set. Again, I am not an expert at basketball or football or hockey, especially the new stuff. Even the new baseball, I do not know. These I wasn't sure if they're inserts either. They might be a part of the Skybox set, but them in there anyways. Duplicates or not, as long as they weren't like looking really bad in shape, I would go ahead and keep them. Figure why not. Put them in the sleeve. Distinguishes them from the rest. Had the sleeve of about 99.9% of them, because there was just so many cards, and some of the ones that were in penny sleeves really weren't worth that being in them, so I'd remove them. And some of these, it's possible they could actually be a parallel of that insert, but I don't for sure know. So I guess if you happen to spot one, I guess let me know. I'll move it to a different. Like, who knows? Maybe this isn't normally supposed to be green. I don't know. I don't even know if these are technically a parallel too. But I do remember I love these cards. I didn't collect basketball much, but I did buy a pack of 2010-11 Donruss, and I found like a LeBron James of this. I think I sold it on eBay for something. I wasn't really into basketball, but I think it was all I could find at the time. I was just bored. Wanted to try it. It was a long time ago. I was like 15 years old. So yeah, so that was the NBA inserts. And there's even more in the parallels. A lot. I'll just show half of them. So there's a lot of these, like these blue select. There's all kinds of different ones. I like the color, so it's pretty cool. So I kept them. As far as I know, they are parallels. The blue, just the regular ones like this that don't have any refractor to it. Refraction? I don't know. I think these are also parallels because it says in the back Mazane level, and some of them don't have anything on the back, so I don't know if that's just the number in the series or if they're actually parallel. So just in case they're in here, there's a lot of them. These are the Fleer Glossy. There's a few of those. There's some Fleer Gold. Some rookies in here. I believe this one's a parallel because it was like, there's some versions of these Donruss cards I pulled that were like fully like this bronze or gold color around, and then some of them had more like black or whatever, so I was like, I think that's a parallel, but could be wrong. I am missing my my camera stand though. But hey, we'll make this do. So there's some cool players in here. Some of them I recognize, some of them I know. Most I do not. I guess you have to let me know if I'm just crazy and those aren't really parallels. I really don't know. Got some of that Topps Attacks, I think is what these are. Oh, there's a Panini Adrenaline. That was like the Topps Attacks. I think these are parallels because I don't remember them having foil. I do remember opening up some packs of those back in the day. Got some more of the Fleer Glossy. Zach Randolph. Some MVP Silver Signature. Tony Parker. So yeah, that's the parallels. And then again, there's more of that kind of stuff. Especially the select. What's in here? Here's some NFL inserts. Started running out of room, they had to bleed over. So we got like Drake May emerged. These next level. Xavier McKinney. Brock Bowers. I think the franchise, I'm pretty sure these are inserts from Score. I don't think those are part of the main set. There was all these highlight reel from Prestige 2021. A lot of those in there. Christian McCaffrey, Hall of Fame ones. So Manti Te'o, anybody remember that guy? I think that's kind of a insert. Arian Foster, breast cancer awareness card. There's a couple of these Edgar and James rookie cards. There's a few other ones. That one's got Emmitt Smith. I put those in. One of them has a, was this one? Somebody had a $15 price tag on it back in the day. It's probably not worth that, but maybe $1. Maybe back then it was. There's more NFL inserts. Pull those out if you want, but let's move on to the parallels. So, football parallels. I almost missed this one. I was sitting there going through all the score football. I realized, oh yeah, the border's different. So I almost missed that one. These ones, as far as I could tell, they're green, so they're considered a parallel. So it's sort of like a refractor. I don't know if this is a parallel. These might normally be like that, but Crusade, I put it in there. Some Select from 2024. So they're premier level, so I was thinking they're maybe parallel as well. I don't know if this is a parallel either. I feel like they're supposed to be silver, but I really don't know. It's a cool sparkly card. We like the shine. This is a promotional card, so probably given out at card shows or something. Peyton Manning. There are a lot of 2021 Prestige extra points parallels. So they look really nice, so I'm not mad about that. I like that. I thought they looked very cool. There's a lot of those. Got a Kwity Paye rookie card. Oh, and the base rookies are separate. If they're a parallel or insert, they just go in insert parallel. Might change in the future. I don't know. We'll see. This Baker kind of got dinged up in the corner, but kept it anyways. Some more extra points. I have this one for some reason, the parallel, but then I didn't have that one in here, so it makes me wonder if I made a mistake. Don't know. No idea. Drew Lock. Just a bunch of nice shiny cards for the collection. It's cool. Die cut shiny card, and then there's a Zach Wilson. I think that red lettering, I think that's some sort of a parallel. There were a few serial numbered, so I separated those. Then we got the 2011 Topps Wes Welker. These are all from 2010 Prestige. Some are numbered the 999, and then I think some might have been 250. So Coon. I guess they're all 999. Okay, well, that one's numbered the 799. Nico Collins, Jamar Chase, number the 799. Luke Lachey is number the 999. This one's numbered 250. I think it's Prestige Gold, maybe. This is different. Ricky Sapp. I don't think he did anything. And then it's the number the 75. Saquon Barkley, blue. Pretty cool. thought this card looked nice, so I put it on top loader. Phil Simms, number 199, some sort of bronze. Don't know what that means. Number 99, Kelvin Banks Jr. rookie. Don't know if he's any good. And then number 799, Elite Deck, Larry Fitzgerald. Interesting looking card. That's what I have for the NFL serial number. Not a whole lot to show, but hey, there's something. Then we got the MLB inserts. There we go. Just go through it quickly. Used to love these Stark West. Those were a lot of fun. Brings back a lot of memories. Again, these are all from just that one box. Every single one. Buried in there. It took me several days. And I'm still not technically done. I just figured I filled up this tub enough to come and show you. Oh yeah, I decided just to put the All-Star. I'm like, I guess technically those are inserts back in the 80s. Why not? We'll put them in there. It's technically a set of its own, but it's like an oddball card. Drake's All-Stars, so whatever. Put it in here. Same as that one, but kind of funny in that one. I did not put any of these price tags on these stickers, just so you know. I'm not saying that these cards are worth that. Yeah, oh, there's a 1996 Marlins pocket schedule. Thought I'd keep it. I was like, we'll put it in there. Too bad it's not from 97 when they won, but too bad. This one's a refractor. Oh, this is Rediscovered Topps. It's pretty cool. There's these Coors Light female baseball cards from Silver Bullets. I don't know if it was a promotional thing or if they actually existed. But they're from 1994. Julie Crotel, Vivian Holm, and Stacy Sonny. That'd be kind of interesting if you could get them to sign that. Pretty cool. There's another Rediscovered Topps in there too. I guess I put it in the parallels. It's of Mike Greenwell, who just recently passed away. Let's see here. Here's the parallels. They're not as many baseball parallels. But as far as I could tell, the Gypsy Queen purple borders were different, so they went in there. Boom and gold. Here's a press proof from Pinnacle. Thought it was Ryan Braun. Put it in a hard case. Nolan Ryan promo card. Paul DeYoung refractor. Ryan Borky refractor. Tom Jeffries. There's the Rediscovered Topps, Mike Greenwell. A refractor. I think these are not normally like that, but it's refractor. So is this one. And these I don't think are normally foil, but I could be wrong. There's an X-Fractor, I think, or Prism Fractor, whatever they are. I'm not caught up with that. Ronaldo Lopez, rookie. Jonas Cespedes, refractor. This one might just normally be like that, but I put it in there. Seemed really extra shiny. Foily, whatever. Joe Mauer gold. There's a blue. Jay Melendez, Joey Gallo. Some of these you saw from the first video. I've grabbed the first few cards out. There's World Series champion Miguel Rojas there. Just retired. Travis Wood, red sparkle. Oh, this was pretty cool to find. I used to open up so many of these 2011 Topps cards looking for the sparkle cards. So they were a short print. You can see right there on the brim of his helmet, there's kind of like a shiny sparkle. And that was a short print. They're very hard to find, very, fairly rare. I think this is technically the second time I've owned a card, and I think that both times they've been Dominic Brown. So, but hey, I will take it. And I'll have to look closely at the 2011 Topps again, see if I find any more, but that's all I found. And then this one is a factory set. What's it called? Limited edition of Jason Kugel. So I put, oh, that's different. So yeah, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool to find the those chase cards. Are there any MLB serial numbered? I think there was one. It's just Andre Ethier, gold. There's not very many NHL inserts. You got Andrei Markov, Ilya Kovalchuk, Joe Sakic. These, I don't remember who they were. Just some randomness. Not a whole lot going on in the hockey department. Wasn't even sure I'd keep hockey, but I was like, I guess if they look cool. Parallels, Mike Richards, Brian Little, gold medallion. Keith Jones is normally like a copper color, gold color. These are upside down. Craig Wolanin. And these are like die cut and red letters and silver letters and normal, and I don't know. I was like, okay, I guess they go on the parallels. Was there any serial numbered? There was one. There was a Sammy Helenius, number 2000. Don't know if you can see that. Show the rookie cards. I'll just show a few because we're already getting up to 30 minutes. Mickey Moniak, Taiwan Walker, Eric Thames. If you want to see more, let me know. I might post some pictures on Instagram. I don't know. These are all players who at least are currently doing something or have done something. They're not necessarily big stars, big names, or will make the Hall of Fame or something, but they are okay. Or they had some sort of significance to them. Maybe they won a Rookie of the Year, or maybe they're infamous. You never know, like Wander Franco or something. He's not in here, but something, I don't know, something to that extent. Tommy Green threw a no-hitter or two, I think. So I was like, at least threw one. So I was like, let's put him in there. Don't worry about it. There's one I put in the top loader. Just show you that one. You got Garrett Crochet. And then there's a Seiya Suzuki. So that's cool. NFL's a lot smaller. We can show all of those. Montez Sweat. Jack Thompson, the Throne Samoan. Had a cool nickname. That's about it. I think that's his rookie. Ricky Prohl. Randall Cobb. Jordan Addison. Warren Sapp. Chuba Hubbard. He's still playing. Nico Collins. Anthony Richardson. I put him in here even though he's not panned out. I don't know. Joey Porter Jr. Quiddy Pay or Quiddy. I don't know how you say his name. He's pretty good on the Colts there. They're looking like a Super Bowl contender team. Now there's the James Conner Factor rookie. Kenny Clark. Kyle Pitts. So you kind of can see all the different players there. I had to look up some of these guys just to even look at their stats. Like Aziz Ulajari, I was like, I don't even know what that is. See how they're doing. Roy Williams, he was okay sometimes. Devonta Smith, I knew that one at least. Adam Gotts, I think he was okay for the Broncos, so I put him in here. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I don't know if that's, this is recurring, yeah. Sammy Watkins. Put a CJ Stroud in the top loader. That's cool. It's just Sage, you know. It's not really worth much. And finally, we have hockey and NBA. And then we'll end the video. I think that's probably a lot. So So there was a few hockey so far that was worth pulling. Chris Pronger, a couple rookies of his. Peter Sikora, Nicholas Sundstrom, Brian Mueller. I don't remember who that was. Radak Dvorak, and Martin Lapointe. And then we got the NBA rookies. Glenn Rice. And there, Tim Hardaway. There's Al Horford. Tyrese Halliburton. I think that's a Ben Simmons rookie. 2017. That is, I don't know. And then DeMarcus Cousins has like a something stuck on the back. Michael Conley. Cade Cunningham. This one has Antoine Walker on it. Grant Hill. Chris Webber. Lots of Chris Webber rookies in here. Nick Young and Thaddeus Young. Kyle Kuzma. Antonio Daniels. Michael Beasley. A couple rookies of his. Hassan Whiteside. He was a good off the bench option for the Heat when they won those championships. Or went to the championships. There's what was that? What do they call him? White chocolate or something like that? Jason Williams? I can't remember. Or the white Mamba? Maybe it was that. I don't know. Franz Wagner. He looked like he was a good player. I think he won Rookie of the Year or something. Yeah. Some of these might actually technically be inserts and I just wasn't paying attention. There's Ty Lawson. Anybody remember him? Doug Christie. Jeff Green. I almost thought that was Kevin Durant for a little bit. That one always gets me. I'm gonna have Stacey Ogman and another guy. Steve Snow. Don't remember. Stacey Ogman was on it, so I was like, he's okay. Played a long time. So yeah, that's. I can show you real quick if you want. Just a stack of vintage. What I consider vintage. There's actually cards going back all the way to 1959, which is pretty cool. So there's still all these. There was a one random 1979-80 Walter Davis basketball card, and one random Philadelphia Flyers from 78-79 team card. Just that. And then there's this whole stack of baseball, whole stack of football, and these are only players who they're either all pro or all stars, or good players, Hall of Famers, going all the way up to 1983, or they're players that were okay, or known, or the card looked cool. Like there's one card with a guy with a funny name named Pat Rocket, stuff like that. But the oldest card was 1959. It was Ray Boone, Bob Boone's dad. So I'll have to do another video on that if you guys want to see it. But there was still plenty more in that box of other 79-80 cards. 78 tops, all that stuff. You name it, 77 and older. So yeah. So that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this long video. And I will see you all next recap, hopefully. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.